I still remember the night I wrote that letter. The rain was falling softly outside my window, and for the first time in years, my hands were trembling not from cold, but from everything I wanted to say, and couldn't. You see, some words never find the courage to leave your heart. And that night, mine were trapped between love and silence. Her name was Ayesha. She wasn't just someone I loved, she was the reason I believed in love. We met during college, a time when life felt infinite and dreams were free. She wasn't loud or perfect. She was quiet in the way the moonlight is soft, but impossible to ignore. And somehow, her presence became home to me. But love, as I learned too late, doesn't always need a storm to fall apart. Sometimes, it fades quietly, between misunderstandings and unspoken words. I never told her how much I loved her. I thought she already knew through the way I looked at her, the way I remembered her favorite song, or how I always waited for her text before sleeping. But life has a cruel way of teaching lessons we didn't ask for. One day, she stopped calling. Her replies grew shorter, and slowly she drifted away, like a chapter closing before you finish reading. I convinced myself she was just busy, but the truth hit me when I saw her one evening, smiling with someone else. My heart didn't break suddenly. It crumbled quietly. That night, I came home and wrote her a letter. Not to win her back, but to say everything I never said when I had the chance. I wrote about the little things, how her laughter made bad days disappear, how I kept the movie ticket from our first date, and how every song still somehow led back to her. I wrote about the day she left, how I smiled in front of her, pretending I was fine, but came home and stared at my phone, waiting for a message that never came. And I ended it with these words: if you ever wonder if someone still loves you, know that I do, quietly, endlessly. Even from afar. I never sent that letter. It stayed in the drawer beside my bed for years. Sometimes I'd read it again, and every word still hurt the same. Then one day, I heard that she was getting married. I sat there holding that old letter, my eyes wet, but my heart strangely calm. Because maybe love isn't always about having someone. Sometimes it's about wishing them happiness, even when it's not with you. So I tore the letter gently piece by piece and whispered a quiet goodbye, not to her but to the version of me that never spoke up. That day, I realized something important. Silence can be louder than words, and love left unspoken never really fades. It just learns to live quietly inside you. Years later, I still think about her, sometimes not with pain, but with peace. Because even though that letter never reached her hands, it reached my heart, and that's where healing began. If you're holding on to words you never said, maybe it's time to let them go. Because sometimes closure doesn't come from others, it comes from you. This was one of the many soft heart tales where every heart has a story to tell.